In 5, 5, 5, 5, 4, 4, 4, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, whoop, 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 oh, ha! Chicka, 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 doon, chicka, doon, chicka, doon, ha! What's going on? What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? Welcome to a little thing that we call the Cipher with Kid and Muff. My name is Marcus Skid Warner. With me is my man Muff. How are you doing today, sir? Well, I'm doing great. I'm doing just fantastic.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? A little bit of a mild hiatus we were on.
Mild hiatus, had to go on vacation, man. Tired, bro. I have no excuse other than that. Look, man, I was just tired, sick. Had to go out a little bit for a little vacation, but we are back up in the studio, up in the bunker, up in the headquarters, and we are here for you and you and you and you out there. And don't forget to hit us up on our email account, which is kidandmuff44@gmail.com. You can also hit us up on our Twitter account, which is kidandmuff, KIDDANDMUFF44 at Twitter. You can also hit us up on our Facebook account. We are the Cipher Crew. That's
Please hit us up.
Cipher on Facebook, y'all. So hey, so what's been up, Muff?
Oh, just chilling, man. Chilling, you know, getting everything done on the life side. But we're here to talk about an album today, which for you, so far, what is it? We're in April. It's August.
Yes.
To me, this has a lead for album of the year right now.
Really?
Yeah. So
okay.
far, I can't think of anything that's past what we're about to review today so far, and that is a young kid, about 23, 24 years old, out of Compton, California.
Compton's in the house.
By the name of Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick Lamar.
With his new album, Section 80. Not Section 8, but Section 80. But the album basically speaks to the effects of everything that is Section 8, basically, if you go into it. But at any rate, a lot of you guys have been hitting us up the last few weeks. And I know we're a little bit late on this album because we've been getting, I know I've been listening to this album for the last month and a half. We just hadn't gotten around to reviewing it. And a lot of people have been writing us and saying, look, when you guys are going to get at that Kendrick Lamar album? So we had to give it some shine because it's just that good.
Yes, sir.
And, just to give you some background, young kid, he's one of the younger MCs out there, in my opinion, that has... I don't want to say the knowledge because Lil Wayne got knowledge. I mean, I just love his subject matter. That's all I'm trying to say.
Okay.
He doesn't. You don't hear him talking about how many chains and how much not racks and racks and racks and his wheels on his car or any of that other stuff. Man, this guy takes it back to his songwriting ability. To the way they used to do in the 90s, where you would have a diverse subject matter on your albums.
Right.
And that's what Section 80 really is.
Yes, sir.
And we can go into the individual songs, but where do you stand in this, generally speaking, about this album, man?
Well, we've said it numerous times and time again. When you have an album that is so diverse like Section 80, I mean, a lot of albums you'll have an MC that is here or songs will be here. This one is all over the place. I mean, this one seems that...
In a good way.
Oh, in a great way.
Not like you got different beats all over. It flows as one good...
Yes, I do. I will agree with that last statement. And I'll tell you this much. I mean, because it doesn't keep you on one type of subject. It doesn't keep you on such a serious subject matter. It doesn't keep you on all Reagan era stuff. It keeps you on like a roller coaster ride of different subjects, but it's all so dope. Almost every song is a hit to me.
Yeah, you know what it is too. We talked before off camera about how there's a message in every song.
Yes, sir.
And I know a lot of young kids, I hear messages people don't want to be preached to. It's not like that at all. It's just a kind of a deep album that's kind of multi-layered as far as lyrics are concerned. You look at it. For instance, you talk about, I love the No Makeup Today.
Yes.
You know what I mean? He's talking. I mean, that's something you could play a lot of these songs. If you got your wife or your female with you, you can let this song play because it's not ignorant at all.
No.
You know what I mean? Everything has a message. He's saying something in every one. But as far as the way it plays, I mean, beat wise, I thought it was crazy. I mean, it's excellent. It's a very well thought out album as far as his beat selection is concerned. Here's a guy that I'm pretty sure that Dr. Dre was going to link up with him for the new Detox album.
Really?
Now, again, the whole Detox thing is like an enigma by itself. You don't know when it's coming out, if it's coming out, who's going to be on it. You don't know any of that stuff, but this is one of the guys that Dr. Dre kind of co-signed some time ago.
Okay.
And he put out a couple of albums. He put out, he had the excuse my language, y'all. He had an album called Pussy and Patron. Came out last year too. That kind of made some waves, and he got his buzz created. But I thought his buzz had died down a little bit until I heard Section 80. Section 80 is going to do for him what I don't think even Dr. Dre's co-signature is going to do. This is going to put him right to the forefront of where he needs to be as far as young, up-and-coming artists. And we talked also that this is the album that Lupe Fiasco should have made. He should have made this album, because that's what it kind of sounds like to me. Like, if you like after like the Cool, and what was his first album called?
Food and Liquor.
Food and Liquor. If you listen, in fact, if you got Food and Liquor, the Cool, this is the album probably should have came after that.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Another thing too, another person I thought that didn't really ride his popularity the right way when he had a buzz was Charles Hamilton. I thought this is a kind of album that I think he probably should have made, at least that wild on some other stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? But him and Charles Hamilton were the two guys looking at, as far as, the new up-and-comers as far as this new hip-hop is concerned, especially with keeping it true school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this album was so smart. So I mean, you can't help but to say this album is anything but brilliant. If you listen to it and say it's brilliant, you're stupid. But I mean, listen to it. I mean, there's songs like Reagan Era that are soul song, Keisha's song.
Yes.
Keisha's song.
Yep.
I mean, this guy is not only a dope MC, and I mean, and you said you hit the nail on the head when you said, look, yes, he's dropping knowledge, but he's not preachy, and plus he's a lyrical dynamo. He's out there. He can actually spit. His cadence is off the chain.
Yeah.
Like I said, he's all over the place, and his cadence and his lyrical flow matches the beats, because the beats just don't stay right here. The beats are a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit jazzy, a little bit crazy.
Yeah.
So his lyrical flow matches all of that. Yeah. So when he goes into something like Reagan Era, he matches that. When he goes into something like High Power, it's crazy.
And it's funny, speaking of cadence, is because and it takes, you're an MC, so you notice that too right off the back. But for those of you who are not MCs that really have to listen to what you're listening to, an example of what you said, one of the best songs on the album is Cushion Corinthians. Love that album. Love that song. The beat is very mellow, and he's kicking some really deep stuff in there. But if you listen to the third verse, the cadence changes up a little bit.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's absolutely off the hook. Then you has a guy at the end coming in there singing, which is brilliant. You know what I mean? Just dropping that stuff, man. Just absolutely off the hook. So, Cushion Corinthians, incredible. Reagan Era, incredible song. ADHD, incredible song. No Makeup Today, we talked about that. One of my favorite songs in the album, Poor Man's Dreams. Love it. That joint is absolutely off the hook, especially beat-wise, just the way he just spits. It's crazy to me. But I look for this guy to really take it up to another level. I have a lot. If he was a stock, I'd be all in on this guy.
Okay.
I'd be all in on him, man. I think that right now the stock is high value right now. You buy up a lot of this kid's stock because eventually he's going to blow up. I can go into some other stuff too, because you look at what's going on in the world today. We have a bad economy and that. It's going to be another Reagan era type things happening again, where it's going to be a fertile breeding ground for newer hip hop, because the best hip hop comes from a lot of the strife that we go through in this world. That's what this way it's always been. Right. You know what I'm saying? So although I'm gonna contradict myself here, because some of the best hip hop came in the 90s. In the 90s, you had like this great economy anyway. So sometimes I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But at any rate, I put my stock in this guy. Kendrick Lamar, beat-wise, lyric-wise, off the hook, Section 80. Best album so far this year as far as I'm concerned. If I'm going to go ahead and get the rating this thing.
Go ahead, man.
I'm going to give this thing 4.5 stars out of 5 straight up.
Wow.
I'm gonna go 4.5 stars, man, because I haven't listened to it long to say, okay, this is going to be a classic, but at the end of the day, this has all the elements of what a classic would be. So right now, just my knee-jerk reaction. I'm not even gonna say knee-jerk. I've been listening to this thing for about 6 weeks, ever since it came out. Basically, it might be a classic, but I don't want to put myself out there like that. I'm gonna go 4.5 stars.
Well, I hear you, and I do agree with you. That's why I said, wow, we actually agree on something. 4.5, because this thing is a little bit crazy. I've been listening to it as long as you have, and again, I want to thank you guys out there for hip. I mean, I've heard of the guy, but he wasn't really on my on my radar like that. But I mean, it's like this guy is off the chain. So I mean, when you have somebody who has a talent of Kendrick Lamar, when you have somebody who does match the beats, when you don't have somebody who has a lyrical flow like that, I mean, I've only listened to the album for like what, like not a month yet. The first time I heard it, I was hooked.
Yeah,
I was listening. I was actually repeating.
It's one of those that once you play, you can't take it off because you might put it on. Say I'm gonna go put this on. I'm gonna go clean the house.
Exactly.
I'm gonna go ahead and but you say I'm eventually gonna change it. No, this thing go keep.
No. It's one of those, and it does have. Sure. You know, and the jury is not out on the whole classic status also. And as of the hottest album this year, you know, maybe I need to go back and give a listen to some other projects. But you know, you might be right about this one.
I mean, think about it. I mean, think about what came out this year. Mm-hmm. Okay, Kanye's album really was last year. Mm-hmm. Roots album was last year. Mm-hmm. Nothing else is standing out for me like that. You know, nah. So far, this is it. Well, so far, this is it for me.
Well, hey, why don't we leave it, everybody out there? Why don't you do us a favor, be a part of the Cipher Society. Let us know what you think about this Kendrick Lamar album. If you already haven't heard it, listen to it. Let us know what you think. Is this the hottest album of the year so far? Hit us up on our Gmail account, which is kidmmuff44@gmail.com. You can also hit us up on our Twitter account, which is kidmmuff. That's KIDDANDMUFF44 on Twitter. You can also hit us up on our Facebook account. And a lot of you guys have been hitting us up on Facebook and giving us a lot of love. So thank you very much. Also, give some love to clbTV. And don't forget to hit that like thing. Hit that like thing. You want to hit that like thing down there. You want to hit that like thing down there. So look, check out Kendrick Lamar. You know what? Do you think he's going to go the same way as the Charles Hamiltons and the...
No, because Charles Hamilton, I think, got a substance abuse problem.
Well, you know, which he doesn't hide.
A whole different issue.
You know, he doesn't hide that at all.
You know what I mean? You know, then he messed around trying to battle Serious Jones like a fool. Look that up on YouTube. Charles Hamilton can't get out of his own way. That's all. I'll leave it at that.
He's
know what I'm talking about.
I mean, but if you
can't get out of his own way.
If you listen to Charles Hamilton, he's very confident. He's a very confident young man.
Hey, sometimes
he likes very.
I don't mind. Confidence is a great thing to have. Sometimes you gotta have something to back up the confidence too. You can't just be saying you the man. Charles, you better back it up. You come back to bed, Charles. Look, it's on YouTube. Serious Jones sitting in he go in there looking crusty. Up in the barbershop, sees Serious Jones. Serious Jones sitting up there like this in the barbershop like this. And he up there, and they battling and stuff. Charles Hamilton's up there going with his game, and he over here, Serious Jones up here just laughing at him. You know, then he said, "Man, look at this fool." You know how he started rhyming. He'll say, "Look at." Then he started getting into his rhyme. It's on YouTube. You guys see it. It's hilarious.
Okay.
Bottom line is Charles Hamilton played himself.
Okay.
That's what it was. But at any rate, it's a great album, the Section 80, Kendrick Lamar. Take a look, you know, both Kid and I, with the help of our in-house production, Boosa, Bob Darby, we put together one of our first songs. It's done, so we're just mastering that, so that's going to be coming out to you guys soon. Got the mixtape, we got the EP coming out. My man is going bananas on the rhymes here, you know, Kid himself. Make sure you guys check out for our mixtape. Make sure you guys check out for the album that we got coming on, Scopolamine. That's coming out. So a lot of products we have in the works.
Yes, sir.
So make sure you guys are on the lookout for us. I think that you're going to be surprised by what it is that we put out there. You know what I'm saying? You might say, how these guys, they do this, they've been doing this show, now they trying to rap and stuff like this. It ain't whack. Trust me.
It's garbage.
There's nothing whack about it. You guys might be pleasantly surprised. At least I hope so.
Yeah, so at least I hope so as well.
Yep. So anyway, at any rate, thumbs up for me.
Anyway, thanks a lot. 4.5 for Muff, 4.5 for Kid. And look, check out Kendrick Lamar, Section 80. Do that because the Cipher said so, son. We out of here. Peace.
Peace, peace.
Peace, peace, peace. What happened to peace?
Peace.
Peace, peace, peace. Ooh, ha.